Good morning. Please be seated. My name is Elizabeth Church, and I'm the Vice President Academic and Provost here at the Mount, and I'd like to welcome you to this most happy occasion. I'd like to first start by acknowledging and paying respect to the Indigenous people on whose land we meet today. Mount St. Vincent University is built on unceded Mi'kmaq territory. We pay respect to the Indigenous custodianship of this land and to our elders, past, present, and future. Today's event is also being celebrated on social media. We invite you to join in using the hashtag MSVUgrads, all one word, and you can also log on to our secure wireless using Mount and the password Convocation 18, all lowercase for Convocation. So we know if we see you on your phone, we're expecting that you're on social media. We're very happy to see children here today, and we welcome their presence, and particularly as we're a university that has education in child and youth, we're very happy to have you here. We ask that only the graduates cross the stage during the conferring of the academic degrees. After the ceremony, the auditorium will remain open, and you'll be very welcome to come on stage and have your photographs taken with family and friends. And we've also got a room available on the 5th floor of Seton, which is one floor, the top floor here, Seton 530. If you wish to go, it has a large screen showing the convocation ceremony in real time, and we have coloring books and crayons for our younger guests. So I'd like to invite Patricia Wilson, Sister Patricia Wilson, to the podium for the invocation.
Giver of all good gifts, Holy One of many names and faces, we gather today in thanksgiving for all that brings us to this day. Surrounded by those who have supported our efforts in good times and in times of struggle, we celebrate our growth and accomplishments. We rejoice with each other as we come to this ending of our studies. As we begin a new time, we face the future with great anticipation. For this part of our journey, give us courage and insight. Give us creativity and perspective. Give us compassion and a sense of justice. Give us hearts for love and spirits for shaping dreams. In all things, help us to be people of hope, peace, and truthfulness. So be it. Amen.
Thank you, Sister Patricia. I'd now like to invite our President and Vice Chancellor, Dr. Mary Bluchart, to come to the podium to deliver welcoming remarks.
Good morning. One more time, because it is a good one. Madam Chair, Madam Chancellor, government representatives, Students' Union President, distinguished guests, faculty, staff, graduates, families, and friends. It is my great pleasure to welcome you to Mount St. Vincent University's Spring 2018 Convocation. At our 3 convocation ceremonies, we gathered to celebrate the accomplishments of more than 600 of our students from 29 different countries. They have completed their required courses of study and now receive their certificates, diplomas, and degrees from 40 programs. 113 students are graduating with distinction, and 17 students are graduating with first-class honors. 28 students will receive a Senate Award of Distinction. We are very proud of today's graduates, and on behalf of the entire Mount community, I congratulate you all on your achievement of your academic goals here at the Mount. You are truly amazing. I am delighted to see so many members of our Mount family counted among today's graduates, student athletes, volunteers, student union members, and some of our own staff members. It is a privilege to join you in today's celebration. Also joining our students are 3 exceptional individuals who will serve as an inspiration for our graduates, an inspiration for all of us as they accept an honorary degree. We're proud to share our spring convocation with a dedicated champion of economic, environmental, and social justice, Megan Leslie, now President and CEO of World Wildlife Fund Canada, who is receiving her degree with us this morning. Jane Adam, a lifelong advocate on behalf of First Nations, as well as a residential school survivor and Truth and Reconciliation contributor who we will celebrate with this afternoon. And Deborah Gillis, President and CEO of the Center for Addiction and Mental Health Foundation, and a recognized leader on thought, gender equality, diversity, and inclusion, will celebrate with us at tomorrow's Convocation ceremony. Convocation is one of my favorite times of year as we celebrate the ultimate achievement of our students, their graduation. Graduating today marks a huge milestone for you. Today you celebrate the end of an exciting, but no doubt also challenging journey at times. And we, your family, friends, the Mount community, celebrate heartily with you. Major milestones like this one are a natural time of reflection in our lives. As you look back on your time at the Mount, you may do so with great fondness for the people you've met, including your friends, your mentors, your outstanding faculty and staff, the places you've been, and the knowledge and skills you have acquired. Certainly the Mount community is stronger because each one of you has been a part of it. You have left your footprint on our hearts. As well, I encourage you to translate the experience and opportunity you've had into a commitment to others. Pay it forward, if you will. The Mount's more than 140-year history is truly a story of humanity and growth. Since our beginning, we've been an institution concerned and passionate about the well-being of individuals and communities at home and around the globe. We've been home to faculty, students, staff, and alumni with a deep sense of the importance of community engagement and social justice. Faculty like Dr. Kylie Whitfield, Assistant Professor of Applied Human Nutrition, who was recently named the recipient of a $1 million research grant from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. She will return to Cambodia shortly to study food fortification as a solution to thiamine deficiency, which still causes significant disease, even death, in that region. Dr. Whitfield's research team abroad will include Mount graduate students who will work literally in the field. What an amazing international research experience they're about to have. Our students demonstrate exceptional commitment to social responsible action too. Applied nutrition student and ceremony valedictorian Kathleen Chan has been a part of many research initiatives and has held countless volunteer roles during her time at the Mount. Kathleen has worked with the Food Action Research Center on the topic of food security and completed an honors thesis on public opinions regarding infant feeding among Nova Scotians. In July, she will join Dr. Whitfield's research team for a year in Cambodia. A commitment to others is what drives so many Mount staff as well. Around Valentine's Day this year, a Mount student wrote to me about two exceptionally caring staff members, Jude Bartholomew, custodial team member, and Joan Wilson from the McCain Cafe. In her note, the student spoke of how both Jude and Joan demonstrate genuine care and concern for Mount students and are always ready to offer a word of encouragement, and that is simply priceless. Last, but certainly not least, countless Mount alum are living the importance of community engagement and social justice in their work each day. Alum like Martin Sajinga, a chemistry graduate who is currently completing his PhD in Montreal, and for whom the desire to create something to help the world has remained constant for him. He focuses on green chemistry, looking at ways to remove oil pollution from water using natural products. And I could go on. As you take the next steps in your career to pursue further studies, take on a new job, or any other adventure, do it with a commitment to supporting others, and do it with a commitment to your community. And keep these words in mind from author and civil rights activist Maya Angelou. She said, "My mission in life is not merely to survive, but to thrive, and to do so with some passion, some compassion, some humor, and some style." Graduands, today we thank you, celebrate you, we bid you farewell, confident that your future will be enriched as a result of your time as a Mount student. And we look forward to having you as a long-term member of the Mount family as our alumni. I now invite you, graduands, to join me in thanking the Mount faculty and staff who have guided your growth and learning. You have been taught and supported by the very best, as well as your family and friends who have supported you throughout your time with us. Let's join in giving them a big round of applause. Finally, I'd like to acknowledge all of the people who have worked to prepare for today's ceremony. Ceremonies such as this do not just happen. Those who have worked to make this happen are all phenomenal, and without their hard work and commitment to making this day special for you and your families and for all of us, our celebration today would not have been possible. So let's thank those who have made it happen. I say thank you. We are so proud of you. Come home to the Mount often. You're more than welcome here anytime. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Bluchart. We're now going to present a faculty award for teaching, and I'm delighted to announce that Ms. Denise Rodriguez, a librarian in our library here, is this year's recipient of the President's and Vice President's Advanced Career Teaching Award. Denise, please come and stand with the President and the Registrar. I'd like to just say a few words from the citation of the people who nominated Ms. Rodriguez. Ms. Rodriguez is a role model of teaching excellence for her work in engaging and supporting student learning. She is strongly committed to supporting students in online learning through using teaching practices that support individual students' needs and interests. She engages students in helping them to apply what they've learned to practical situations, and she provides feedback to maximize students' development. She believes that effective teaching begins with creating a supportive environment for all students where it's safe to make mistakes as we learn. As one student said, Denise was always available, even after I completed the course. She helped me to learn and to understand how to navigate the internet and how to do research using articles, journals, and periodicals. Please join me in congratulating Ms. Rodriguez for her achievements and her exceptional contributions to the Mount. Next, I'd like to invite Dr. Meredith Ralston, a professor in the Departments of Political Studies and Women's Studies, to come forward and to present our honor degree recipient. And I would ask that Megan stand in front of her chair while Meredith reads the citation.
Madam Chancellor, Madam Board Chair, Madam President, distinguished guests, faculty, graduands, families, and friends. It is my honor and great pleasure to present to you Megan Leslie for the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters honoris causa. Megan Leslie is perhaps best known as the NDP Member of Parliament for Halifax from 2008 until 2015. She was at various times the critic for health, for homelessness, for the environment, and in 2012 was named Deputy Leader of the Canada's official opposition, one of the youngest in history. For many supporters and fans, she could have been the federal NDP leader had she chosen to run. She's been a strong LGBTQ 1-2+ advocate and worked to include gender identity and gender expression in Bill C-389. As health critic, she proposed a national pharmacare plan years before its acceptance today. She was a very popular MP and was elected with an increased majority in 2011. As MP, she continued to work with the community and collaborated with many organizations, knowing that elite politics is only one way to make change and that politicians always need to have the backing of the community. What you might not know is how her political work in Parliament built on and paralleled her long-standing social justice work in the community, and how long Megan has been active in political causes. An activist since grade 10, when she and her girlfriends organized against a toxic waste dump coming to her hometown of Kirkland Lake, Ontario, Megan has focused her education and her career on seeking economic, environmental, and social justice. You can read more in the little bio, but she received a BA in political thought and history from York and an LLB, law degree from Dalhousie University. After law school, she worked as a community legal worker at Dal Legal Aid in Halifax's North End. She developed the Tenants' Rights Project that was named a national best practice in eviction prevention. She coordinated mobile legal clinics across Halifax, bringing legal information to low-income Nova Scotians directly at food banks, women's shelters, libraries, and the local methadone clinic. She was a member of the Affordable Energy Coalition, advocating for cheaper energy rates for low-income people. She has numerous awards for her advocacy. So I could go on about the facts of Megan Leslie's life for a while, and I'll be standing here for quite some time. But instead, I thought I'd talk a little bit about the themes of Megan's life. In terms of taking a stand and making a difference, we can see a little trend. Megan has lived her life in tune with the same principles she had as a teenager in her work for social and environmental justice, social responsibility, and the advancement of women. As a community activist and later as a member of Parliament, she's always looked for the gaps in the legislation and then has tried to do something about it. She emphasizes constructive political engagement in everything she does. The students in my Women in Politics class who get introduced to her via online interview every year come away inspired by her commitment to social justice and making change, changing the community, inspiring others by her work, and showing that she's just like you and me. And perhaps they too could someday be a change agent and maybe even a politician. Mostly they use the words authenticity and inspiration when describing Megan, telling me how authentic Megan seems to be as a person and how inspirational she is in terms of how much she cares for social justice causes. My experiences with Megan demonstrate this as well. Someone who is completely authentic and down to earth, who could come to a film premiere with her bike helmet in hand, living her principles of being in harmony with her environment and saving the planet. So it's not surprising that Megan is now bringing her activism, politics, and community together as president and CEO of the World Wildlife Federation of Canada, whose mission is to conserve this planet and all the wildlife on it, including us, as they point out. and to do so in an ethical, sustainable, collaborative, and scientific way. Whether it is caribou decline, overfishing, or starving orcas, the WWF is front and center in educating the public, advocating for the natural environment, and helping to ensure the survival of everything in it. Finally, we all have choices about how to live our lives and where we put our limited energy, and we all have to decide what's important to us. We can sit back and let others change the world, or we can get out there, living our values and making a difference. In this regard, I can think of no better person to emulate than Megan Leslie. She's advocated for the marginalized, including women, queer, racialized, and low-income persons. She's changed communities, politics, and the environment for the better, and she's a walking, breathing example of what this university is all about. In recognition of her commitment to the advancement of women, to the causes of social and environmental justice, and as an inspiring role model for women of all ages, I ask you, Madam Chancellor, in the name of the Senate of Mount St. Vincent University, to confer upon Megan Leslie the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters honoris causa.
On behalf of the Senate of Mount St. Vincent University, I admit you, Megan Leslie, to the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges thereto. Makes me very happy to do.
So I now would like to invite Dr. Leslie to, yes, Dr. Leslie to the podium. There. Congratulations.
Ooh, I am a bit of a mess right now. This is not, they're the Kleenexes. You guys think of everything. This is a heck of a way to start. Madam Board Chair, Madam Chancellor, Madam President, distinguished guests, faculty, graduates, family, and friends, it is such an honor to stand here on unceded Mi'kmaq territory today with all of you. And I feel that saying it's an honor to be here and to be chosen for this very special recognition, that the word honor is somehow not big enough. It's not weighty enough for what I'm feeling today. It is an honor. It is truly an honor to become a Mount St. Vincent alumna with you today. Mount St. Vincent is a university that, since its origins in 1873, was rooted in a justice-seeking mission. Justice for women to learn and participate equally in society at a time when women couldn't even vote. At a time when most universities in Canada would not accept women. And if you live in Halifax, you might know the Mount as this plucky little university on the Bedford Basin. But what's been happening here on campus is a little bit of magic and a whole lot of justice for almost 150 years. And that justice is not lost on me. So when I say it's an honor to become one of you, I truly mean that it's an honor. You're graduating today. And when you're out in the world and people ask where you went to school and you're talking about the Mount, remember that history of the Mount and be proud that you graduated from a school that has been at the forefront of the struggle for justice since day one. It's that history of justice that makes me so proud to be awarded this honorary degree because all I've ever wanted to do in my life is work on the issue of justice. And for me, justice is social justice, economic justice, and environmental justice. As you heard, I grew up in a small hard rock mining town in Northern Ontario, and we were desperate for jobs. All the mines had shut down, and there wasn't very much work. And I remember when I was about 15, someone, I don't know who, they, approached my town and said, "We have an idea for economic growth." They came to my town and they proposed filling those empty mine shafts with toxic waste. It would create jobs, they said. It was environmentally sound, they said. Trust us, they said. Well, my girlfriends and I, we weren't engineers or scientists, and we couldn't make sophisticated arguments to counter their claims, but we knew in our 15-year-old hearts, filled with a passion for the environment, rivaled only by our passion for New Kids on the Block, that what they were saying didn't quite seem right. It didn't seem just. Just because my town was poor didn't mean that we would do anything for jobs, and just because our environment was remote didn't mean that it wasn't worth protecting. So my girlfriends, Patty Mullins, Amy Morrison, and I, we decided to do something and raise our voices. We went down to Gordon's Stationery on Government Road, and we bought black Bristol board and fluorescent paper, and we painstakingly cut out of the fluorescent paper little letters, and we spelled out on the Bristol board, "No, no, we won't glow." And we thought we were pretty clever. And the night of the big town council meeting, we headed down to town hall. Just me and Amy, because Patty had to babysit. So Amy and I stood outside of town hall, and remember, it's just two of us, there's no circle here. "No, no, we won't glow. No, no, we won't." And we marched back and forth, and all the media was there. We were interviewed by 560 CJKL-FM. We were interviewed by the Northern Daily News, and there was even a TV crew from Timmins. And we talked about our town, we talked about our environment, how we loved it, how we wanted our town to be healthy. And that night, town council voted against the proposal to fill those empty mine shafts with toxic waste. Thank you for the applause, but I really don't think it was me and Amy and Patty that flipped the switch on that one. But for the first time, I felt like I was part of something bigger than me. For the first time, I had this experience like I could contribute. I had something to say, and my contributions mattered. After this experience, I had this thought where I was thinking, wow, if I'm a kid and we can do this, imagine what I could do if I were a grown-up. Maybe even a grown-up with a degree. Maybe even a grown-up with a law degree. Politics wasn't on my radar at that point. So I went off to Toronto, I got a degree, I came to Halifax, I got a law degree, and then I did end up in Parliament as Member of Parliament for Halifax. And for all of my schooling career and my career, I made choices that I thought would make me a better activist. I thought those degrees and those positions, I thought that with power I would better be able to realize justice in my community. In that struggle for justice, I've had a few wins, had a whole lot of losses. But you know what? All the wins that I have ever experienced weren't as a result of having a law degree or being a politician or having more power. They were a result of working in community, of coming together with unlikely allies, of raising our voices together and demanding something different. I was involved in student organizing for my undergrad, and we were successful in achieving a tuition freeze. I was a part of a movement here in Nova Scotia to make energy more affordable, and we were successful in securing an emergency assistance program and a low-income energy efficiency program. And as a politician, I met a group of incredible activists who did all this work to ban plastic microbeads. And sure, I helped out by introducing the legislative tool to make that happen, but truly, they did all the work. For all these successes, the defining factor that helped us achieve them wasn't a degree or power resting in one person. It was organizing, it was mobilizing, it was talking to our neighbors, working with allies. In 2008, I ran to become the Member of Parliament for Halifax after Alexa McDonough, and I won. And day one, I sat in my seat in Parliament, and I was this gal from Halifax who the day before had been riding her bike and ringing a little pink bell and living the East Coast hipster dream. And there I found myself in this place of history and importance the center of our parliamentary democracy. There was all this grandeur and pomp and circumstance, and it was awesome in the sense of that word, awe. I was so excited because there I was in this house of power where I could really do something, make change, seek justice for my community. I worked so hard on that first speech. I spent so much time on it because I wanted to touch on all the things that were terribly important to me. I talked about the face of poverty in Nova Scotia. I talked about the future of clean energy in our province. I talked about race and class and gender. I put my heart and soul into that speech. And I bet that no one here ever saw or read that speech, maybe my mother-in-law excluded. No one paid any attention to it. It didn't even get a little line in the Chronicle Herald saying, "Rookie MP makes inaugural speech." I worked so hard, and that speech didn't change anything. None of my speeches really did, or few of them. But I did have the honor, and I use that word purposefully, I had the honor of working on legislative initiatives that really made a difference. Honor because I worked alongside community members who were raising their voices for a better future, for more justice. And yeah, they needed just a little bit of a help from an elected official who had not more power, because they had power in spades, but someone who had a different power, the power to introduce bills. One victory I had the honor to be a part of was working with a bunch of kids who changed the law in Canada. They were these high school kids in Thunder Bay, Ontario, and they were seeing their friends buy these flavored cigarillos, like these mini cigars, and they were bubblegum flavor and watermelon flavor, and the packaging had like cartoon strawberries with jazz hands on them. I mean, these things were targeted to kids. So these teenagers decided to tackle flavored tobacco. They got together, they started a group. They called it Flavor Gone, and they had a motto, "Cancer shouldn't come in candy flavors." And at first they were just a high school group, and they got together at school, but they turned those meetings into rallies, and those rallies got some media attention. And before you knew it, those kids were doing radio and TV for stations across the country. They started letter writing campaigns, sending letters to the Minister of Health and all the MPs. And one politician answered and said, "Hey, I'll turn that into a private member's bill, and we can close that loophole." Sounds like the problem's solved, except it's really hard to get a private member's bill through Parliament. But at least the bill existed. You could point to it and say, hey, this is the solution right here. So the students held more rallies, they started a petition, and then they were asked to come and present to other groups, like big national groups like the Canadian Cancer Society and the Lung Association and the Colleges of Nurses and Physicians. And some of them started to endorse these kids. They did online videos, they did more media, they went to Parliament Hill and held a press conference, and then one day the Minister of Health made an announcement, and she said that she would fast-track that private member's bill and make it law. They did it, these kids. They changed the law in Canada. They took on tobacco companies and they changed the law. And they taught me something that I knew in my heart, but that I don't think I had really articulated to myself, and that's that you don't need to be a lawyer or a politician or a CEO, that we all have power. We have different kinds of power, and we have so much more power when we work together. All of us have the power to make change in our communities. It's in your DNA now as a Mount graduate. And it doesn't have to be about the career you choose. We can contribute in so many different ways, like my friend Carrie, who's graduating today, and who's supporting her son to live his truth, and who is seeking out mentors to help him find his truth. Or my friend Lindsay, who's graduating today, who volunteers her time with women in sport, building strong bodies and confident athletes. Or my friend Sue, who's representing her constituents here today, so she put her name on a ballot, which is a brave act, but she's also raising two caring, compassionate children who understand fairness and justice. Or my friend Meredith, who teaches here and who raises her voice up high for women and children that our society pretends don't exist. Or my cousin Sarah, who's my guest here today, who's raising kind, thoughtful children, and she's also doing her best to teach her students to be critical, to be thoughtful, confident, and to be active members of their community. Think about what you are doing right now and what you'll do in the future to contribute to justice in our communities. Whether you're a PR student doing some voluntary PR work for the food bank, nutrition student advocating for healthy lunches at school, or as being a strong role model for kids who are in your life, or doing your part to talk to your friends about racism or poverty or climate change. You are the legacy of that Mount St. Vincent quest for justice. And if you ever need some inspiration, mine comes from this Margaret Mead quote: "Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has." That's you. That's us. Congratulations, graduates, and good luck. It's an honor to be with you here today and to receive this degree alongside you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Leslie, for that inspirational message about how focus, commitment, determination, and community, we all can have that and we can all make a difference, so thank you. I'd now like to introduce our two musicians, Diana Torbett, Shimon Vault. We're very fortunate to have them with us today. This is just a moment in our ceremony where to pause and have some reflection, and they'll be playing Londonderry Air, which I think most of you know as Danny Boy. Thank you so much for the beautiful music. I'd now like to invite Tanya Lorimer Charles, Vice President of the Alumni Association, to give the welcome from the Alumni Association.
Madam Chancellor, Madam President, distinguished guests, our graduates, faculty, families, and friends. To our graduates, congratulations. Today is a day for you to celebrate your academic and personal success.
I say with both experience and confidence that your Mount education will influence many aspects of your lives moving forward. Your professors, your peers, and the greater Mount community have helped form a unique and rich foundation for your bright future. Throughout your time here, your experiences may also have been unknowingly shaped, in part by those who graduated before you, as guest lecturers, co-op employers, university staff, mentors, and sports fans. You have felt the impact of alumni who remain connected to this special place. I hope that when you leave here today, that you too will stay connected. As you are bestowed your degrees, you will receive an alumni lapel pin bearing the coat of arms of the Mount to mark your membership in the Alumni Association. You will become one of the many thousands of women and men who have come from around the globe to study at the Mount. Wear your pin with pride. And as you start the next phase of your life, please stay close and keep us informed of your news and accomplishments. On behalf of all Mount alumni, congratulations and welcome to the family.
So now comes the moment for which we are all gathered to see our students become our graduates. And I know that many of you here, family and friends, would like to take a picture of your graduate as she or he crosses the stage. So we do ask, you're welcome to come down to the stage, but we do ask that you not come on the stage. Come down to right down to the bottom if you wish. And as I said, there will be opportunity to take pictures afterwards. So at this point, I'd like to invite the Chancellor to come to the Purdue. Okay. And the Dean of Arts, Dr. Brooke Taylor, and Sciences to come to the podium.
Good morning. Before we get started, I just mentioned that we do have Senate Awards of Distinction. So as the graduates process, some will receive Senate Awards of Distinction. These awards are engraved pewter medals awarded by the Senate of Mount St. Vincent University. The undergraduate awards are presented in recognition of superior academic achievement to the student who graduates with distinction and the highest GPA, or grade point average. The awards at the master's degree level are presented upon recommendation of each department. These awards will be presented to the recipients along with their parchments. These medals are in the boxes there, the silver boxes by the president. Madam Chancellor. It is my privilege to present to you the candidates for collegiate honors of graduation. I attest that they have successfully completed the required courses of study, and I ask that they be admitted to the baccalaureate degree. Mount St. Vincent University confers the degree of Bachelor of Arts on Miriam Al-Nasrallah.
Miriam, on behalf of the Senate of Mount St. Vincent University, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Katie Carolyn Connie Ball with distinction.
Katie, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts with distinction. Congratulations.
Shauna Bannerman.
Shauna, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Congratulations.
Lise Benoit with distinction and highest aggregate and Senate Medal of Distinction.
Lise, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts with distinction with the highest average. See.
Katie Black.
Katie, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Sophie Rose Boileau with distinction.
Sophie, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts with distinction. Congratulations.
Nicholas Bootsman.
Nicholas, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Congratulations.
Brenda Ann Marie Boudreau.
Brenda, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Congratulations. You're welcome. This way.
Megan Bruce.
Megan, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Congratulations.
Melanie Burnell with distinction.
Melanie, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts with distinction. Congratulations. Okay.
Bronwyn Carlisle.
I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Congratulations.
Caitlin Louise Chatterton.
Caitlin, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts.
Mariah Cox.
Mariah, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Congratulations.
Jeremy Crowther.
Jeremy, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Congratulations.
Praise D-Tip with distinction.
Praise, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts with distinction. Congratulations.
Laura Dowd.
Laura, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Congratulations.
Zifan Ga.
Zifan, I admit you to the degree of a Bachelor of Arts. Congratulations. Good job.
Alexandra Jeannie Garden.
Alexandra, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Congratulations. Good luck.
Lindsay Jihu.
Whatever. Lindsay, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Congratulations. Over that way.
Brittany George.
Brittany, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Congratulations.
Corey Alexander Giles.
Corey, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Suzanne Gillis.
Suzanne, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Cassandra Gross with distinction.
Cassandra, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts with distinction. Congratulations. Got a lot of support there, right? Go that way.
Helena Harrison.
Helena, Catherine, I admit you the degree of Bachelor of Arts.
Julie Hatfield.
Hi. Julie, I admit you the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Salia Hassawi.
Celia, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Congratulations. You're welcome very much.
Catherine Jodry with distinction.
Catherine, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts with distinction. Congratulations.
Kristen Monica Kelly with distinction.
Krista, I admit you the degree of Bachelor of Arts with distinction. Good job.
Catherine King with distinction.
Catherine, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts with distinction. You're welcome. Congratulations.
Erica Langell.
Erica, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Michael Lannon.
Michael, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Congratulations.
Michaela Larad.
Michaela, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Congratulations.
Taylor Lillington with distinction.
Taylor, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts with distinction. Congratulations.
Darian Rudderham.
Darian, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Congratulations.
Ashley McKinnon.
Ashley, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Nicole Danielle Martina.
Nicole, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Congratulations. Good job.
Jasmine Miller.
You're not as noisy as they are. Jasmine, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Congratulations.
Rebecca Mills.
Rebecca, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Megan Moore with distinction.
Megan, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts with distinction. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Evelyn Kaylee Sabine.
Evelyn, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Thank you. Good day.
Erin Murray.
Erin, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Congratulations. Good to see you.
Jennifer O'Keefe with distinction.
Jennifer, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts with distinction. We're not related, though. I don't.
No.
Stephanie Pepra.
Stephanie, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Congratulations.
Brooke Rudolph.
Brooke, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Congratulations.
Michaela Shelby Singer.
Okay, Kaylee, I admit you the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Kelsey Smith.
Kelsey, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Congratulations.
Joshua Spencer.
Josh, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Good job. You're welcome.
Marley Ann Megan Stewart.
Maria, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Congratulations.
Joshua Stone.
Whatever you. Joshua, I admit you the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Congratulations. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Thank you. Over that way.
Pam Strum.
Pam, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Congratulations.
Bria Simons.
Bria, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Krista Taylor.
Krista, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Chelsea Tobin.
Chelsea, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Kendall V. Tucker with distinction.
I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts with distinction. Good job. You're welcome.
These are our BA graduates. Madam Chancellor, Mount St. Vincent University confers the degree of Bachelor of Arts internship option on Ryan Poirier.
Ryan, on behalf of the Synod of Mount St. Vincent University, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts internship option with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. You're welcome.
Colin Walker with distinction and Senate Medal of Distinction.
Colin, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts internship option with distinction and with everything else. You did a good job.
Madam Chancellor, Mount St. Vincent University confers the degree of Bachelor of Arts Honors on Caitlin Daphne with first class honors.
Caitlin, on behalf of the Synod of Mount St. Vincent University, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts Honors, first class, I guess, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Daniel Godfrey with first class honors.
Daniel, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts Honors, first class. Congratulations.
Krista Hull with first class honors.
Krista, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts Honors. Congratulations. First class.
Caitlin O'Brien with first class honors and highest aggregate and Senate Medal of Distinction.
Caitlin, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts Honors, first class, Medal of Distinction, everything else. You're welcome.
Nicola Pinsent with first class honors.
Nicola, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts Honors, first class. Good luck.
Alicia Publicover.
Alicia, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts Honors. Congratulations.
Alexandra Rodaham with first-class honors.
Alexander, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts Honors, first class. Congratulations.
Amal Tomei with first-class honors.
Now I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Arts Honors, first class. Congratulations.
These are our Bachelor of Arts honors graduates. Madam Chancellor, Mount St. Vincent University confers the degree of Bachelor of Science on Juliana Sana Ali with distinction.
Juliana, on behalf of the Synod of Mount St. Vincent University, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Distinction. Good rhymes.
Lindsay Arsenault with distinction.
Lindsay, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science with distinction. Congratulations.
Shohan Bai.
Shohan, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science. Good luck.
Paige Baker.
Paige, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Carly Brooking with distinction and highest aggregate and Senate Medal of Distinction.
Carly, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science with distinction, first class. Your medal, right?
Stephanie Burke with distinction.
Stephanie, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science with distinction. Congratulations.
Jessica Carson.
Jessica, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science. Congratulations.
Matthew Connell.
Matthew, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science. Congratulations.
Jamie Coolin with distinction.
Jamie, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science with distinction. Congratulations.
Christina Fanning.
Christina, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science. Congratulations.
Nicole Ford.
Nicole, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science. Congratulations.
Emma Hazelton with distinction.
Emma, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science with distinction. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Emily Ann Hudson with distinction.
Emily, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science with distinction. Congratulations.
Kosuke Kanayama with distinction.
Kosuke, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science with distinction. Good job.
Kelly Knowles with distinction.
Kelly, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science with distinction. Good job.
Olivia McDonald with distinction.
Olivia, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science with distinction. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Jennifer Maxwell with distinction.
Jennifer, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science with distinction. Congratulations.
Callie McKay.
Kelly, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science. Congratulations. Good job.
Sarah Elizabeth Mitchell.
Sarah, I admit you the degree of Bachelor of Science. Congratulations.
Madison Oikel with distinction.
Madison, I admit you the degree of Bachelor of Science with distinction. Congratulations.
Danielle Onya.
Danielle, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science. Congratulations.
Larissa Pattison.
Larissa, I admit you the degree of Bachelor of Science. Congratulations. You're welcome. Good luck.
Nika Rego with distinction.
Nika, I admit you the degree of Bachelor of Science with distinction. Congratulations.
Thomas Shilliday.
Thomas, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science. Thank you.
Chantel Witten with distinction.
Chantel, I admit you the degree of Bachelor of Science with distinction. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Ashley Vaughn Lynn Williams.
Ashley, I admit you the degree of Bachelor of Science. Congratulations.
Helen Wong.
Hello. I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Shannon Dale Young with distinction.
Shannon, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science with distinction. You're welcome.
These are our Bachelor of Science graduates. Madam Chancellor, Mount St. Vincent University confers the degree of Bachelor of Science Honors on Sage Dixon with first-class honors, highest aggregate, and Senate Medal of Distinction.
Sage, on behalf of the Synod of Mount St. Vincent University, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science Honors with distinction, first class. Congratulations.
Carlotta Heyman.
Carlotta, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science Honors. Congratulations. You're welcome. Take care.
Tashina Jones.
Bashir, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science Honors. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Katrina McPhee with first-class honors.
Katrina, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science Honors, first class. You're welcome.
Caitlin Ray Napier with first-class honors.
Caitlin, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science Honors, first class.
Jocelyn M. Paul.
Jocelyn, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science Honors. Congratulations.
Bronwyn Shriver with first-class honors.
Bronwyn, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science Honors, first class. Congratulations.
These are our Bachelor of Science honors graduates. Madam Chancellor, Mount St. Vincent University confers an honors certificate in science on Joanna Lockhart with first-class honors and Senate Medal of Distinction.
An honors certificate in science. My goodness. And what else? Congratulations.
I will now turn the podium over to my colleague, Dr. Kim Keenapple, Dean of Professional Studies and Graduate Studies.
Hi.
Madam Chancellor, it is my privilege to present to you the candidates for the Collegiate Honors of Graduation. I attest that they have successfully completed the required courses of study and ask that they be admitted to the baccalaureate degree. Mount St. Vincent University confers the degree of Bachelor of Science, Applied Human Nutrition on Sarah Marie Basha with distinction.
Sarah, on behalf of the Synod of Mount St. Vincent University, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Applied Human Nutrition, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. And you got some honors in there too. Congratulations.
Andre Burnett, Integrated Internship Education Program with distinction and highest aggregate in the Senate Medal of Distinction.
Yeah. I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Applied Human Nutrition, with everything else he said. Okay.
Isabel Christiane Casey.
Isabel, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Applied Human Nutrition. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Emily Chan, Integrated Internship Education Program with distinction.
Emily, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Applied Human Nutrition, with distinction and everything else he said. Okay.
Anne Charlotte Chasson, Integrated Internship Education Program with distinction.
And I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Applied Human Nutrition, with distinction and everything else he said. Okay.
Taylor Conran.
Taylor, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Applied Human Nutrition. Congratulations.
Ashley Copage.
Ashley, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Applied Human Nutrition. Congratulations. Good luck.
Megan Lillian Day, Integrated Internship Education Program with distinction.
Megan, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Applied Human Nutrition with distinction in the integrated program.
Lisa Dibb.
Lisa, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Applied Human Nutrition. Good job. Congratulations.
Rebecca Ding with distinction.
We have a cheerleading. Rebecca, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Applied Human Nutrition. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Madeline Doig.
Madeline, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Applied Human Nutrition. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Allison Donovan, Integrated Internship Education Program with distinction.
Allison, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Applied Human Nutrition with distinction. Good job. You're welcome.
Yi Xing Qing Gao.
I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Applied Human Nutrition. Good luck. You're welcome. Good job.
Karu Gi.
Sarah, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Applied Human Nutrition. You're welcome.
Stacy Glennie, Integrated Internship Education Program.
Stacy, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Applied Human Nutrition.
Yamin Gong.
Salmon, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Applied Human Nutrition. Congratulations.
Stacy Ann Goswell.
Stacy, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Applied Human Nutrition. Congratulations.
Bailey Ruthann Hawkins.
Bailey, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Applied Human Nutrition.
Ganga Dar Humagin.
Ganga, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Applied Human Nutrition. Congratulations.
Leah Susanna Jessup.
I know you. Leah, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Applied Human Nutrition. You can go see your dad.
Brittany Lozon, Integrated Internship Education Program with distinction.
Brittany, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Applied Human Nutrition. You did a really good job. Congratulations.
Kangmin Lee.
Amen. I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Applied Human Nutrition.
Yue Lee with distinction.
Yue, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Applied Human Nutrition. Congratulations.
Janelle McIsaac.
Janelle, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Applied Human Nutrition. Congratulations.
Haley Medill, Integrated Internship Education Program with distinction.
Haley, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Applied Human Nutrition with distinction. Congratulations.
Mercy Makoka.
Mercy, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Applied Human Nutrition. Congratulations.
Rebecca McLeod.
Is it Rebecca? That's your name? Rebecca? Yes. Rebecca, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Applied Human Nutrition. Congratulations.
Samantha Muse.
Samantha, I admit you to the degree Bachelor of Science, Applied Human Nutrition. Congratulations.
Rumbi Mangdang Fufu.
I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Applied Human Nutrition. Congratulations.
Mallory O'Neill, Integrated Internship Education Program with distinction.
Mallory, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Applied Human Nutrition with distinction. You did a great job.
Charmaine Rafuse.
Cheryl, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Applied Human Nutrition. Good job. Congratulations.
Jane Chiesa Sokol.
I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Applied Human Nutrition. Congratulations. Good job.
Nikita Rose.
I didn't hear your first name. Nikita, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Applied Human Nutrition. Congratulations.
Elizabeth Stewart, Integrated Internship Education Program with distinction.
Elizabeth, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Applied Human Nutrition. Good job. You did a great job.
Cassandra Lindsay Wells, Integrated Internship Education Program with distinction.
Sandra, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Applied Human Nutrition. You did a good job. Yeah.
And these are our Bachelor of Science Applied Human Nutrition graduates. Madam Chancellor, Mount St. Vincent University confers the degree of Bachelor of Science Applied Human Nutrition Honors on Kathleen Chan with first class honors and highest aggregate and the Senate Medal of Distinction.
Kathleen, on behalf of the Synod of Mount St. Vincent University, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Applied Human Nutrition Honors, and everything else he said, with all the rights and privileges pertaining. Congratulations.
Emily Davenport, Integrated Internship Education Program with first class honors.
Emma, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Applied Human Nutrition Honors. You did a great job. Congratulations.
Jadlisa Gallant, Integrated Internship Education Program with first class honors.
Jaleesa, I admit you to the Bachelor of Science, Applied Human Nutrition, first class honors. Good luck.
Janelle McCauley, Integrated Internship Education Program.
Janelle, I admit you to the degree of Bachelor of Science, Applied Human Nutrition Honors. Good job.
And these are our Bachelor of Science Applied Human Nutrition Honors graduates. Madam Chancellor, it is my privilege to present to you the candidates for the Collegiate Honors of Graduation. I attest that they have successfully completed the required courses of study and ask that they be admitted to the master's degree. Mount St. Vincent University confers the degree of Master of Applied Human Nutrition on Doreen Belitha.
Doreen, on behalf of the Synod of Mount St. Vincent University, I admit you to the degree of Master of Applied Human Nutrition with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Good job. Congratulations.
Catherine Elvidge.
Catherine, I admit you to the degree of Master of Applied Human Nutrition. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Sophie Jobin.
Sophie, I admit you to the degree of Master of Applied Human Nutrition. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Chai Pan.
Raleigh, I admit you to the degree of Master of Applied Human Nutrition. Congratulations. You're happy. You're very happy.
Lisa Pope.
Lisa, I admit you to the degree of Master of Applied Human Nutrition. Congratulations. You're welcome. Good luck.
Dongting Su.
John T., I admit you to the degree of Master of Applied Human Nutrition. Congratulations. You're welcome.
Henry Toljo.
Henry, I admit you to the degree of Master of Applied Human Nutrition. Congratulations.
Kelly Vandervoort.
Kelly, I admit you to the degree of Master of Applied Human Nutrition. Congratulations. Good luck.
Siki Yang.
Sinki, I admit you to the degree of Master of Applied Human Nutrition. Congratulations.
Tong Tong Zong.
Tonton, I admit you to the degree of Master of Applied Human Nutrition. Good job. Congratulations.
And these are our Master of Applied Human Nutrition graduates. Madam Chancellor, Mount St. Vincent University confers the degree of Masters of Arts in Women and Gender Studies offered jointly by Mount St. Vincent University and St. Mary's University on Lindsay Anderson.
Lindsay, on behalf of the Synod of Mount St. Vincent University, I admit you to the degree of Master of Arts in Women and Gender Studies with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations, good job.
Stephanie Frasina.
Stephanie, I admit you to the degree of Master of Arts in Women and Gender Studies. Congratulations.
Madam Chancellor, in addition, we confer the appropriate degrees on all those presented to the University Senate.
I confer degrees in absentia on those persons so designated by you.
And now it's time to make some special presentations. The first award this morning is the Kappa Gamma Pi Undergraduate Award. Kappa Gamma Pi is the National Catholic College Graduate Honor Society. Membership is based on scholarship, leadership, and service. Members are selected not only for recognition of past accomplishments, but also in anticipation of future service. The Kappa Pi Award goes to Krista Hull, BA Honors Psychology. Krista graduates today with a Bachelor of Arts Honors Psychology with a GPA of 4.16 and a placement on the Dean's List. Krista's nominator stresses first her strength as a researcher, being the recipient of 2 NSERC Undergraduate Student Research Awards, with ambition to enter the clinical psychology program at Dalhousie, so that she can offer psychological care to the underserved. Second, within the Mount, Krista has been a mentor to newer students, a teaching assistant, and an instructor of a 6-class module on statistical analysis using SPSS software. Third, outside the Mount, Krista has been a volunteer with the Dalhousie Sexual Assault and Harassment Phone Line, the Khyber Art Society, the Canadian Centre for Policy Alternative, and South House. Krista embodies the 3 pillars of Kappa Gamma Pi: scholarship, leadership, and service. Congratulations, Krista. Our next award is the Governor General's Medal Undergraduate. This award is donated by the Governor General of Canada and is given once per year at the undergraduate level for the highest aggregate in the final 3 years of a degree program. This year's award goes to Sage Dixon. There's- The President's Prize is a special award donated by the university president, awarded to the member of the graduating class whose energy, generosity, and commitment have enriched the university during their time as students, and who shall promise that their commitment will continue as alumni. It is with great pleasure we award the President's Prize to Carly Brooking, Bachelor of Science Biology. Carly graduates today with a Bachelor of Science, an excellent GPA, and an exhausting list of services to the Mount. As early as her second year, Carly joined the orientation team, serving this year as senior leader. She has also raised money for the Shinorama campaign and was a top fundraiser for the Mount this year. In her second year, she joined the Science Society, subsequently serving variously as Vice President Communications, Vice President Events, and President. Based on this experience, she was elected to the Student Representative Council as a science rep. Carly has also been a peer tutor, teaching assistant, and supplemental instructor, and was twice awarded a summer research assistantship. Carly was on the organizing committee for the Science Atlantic ChemCon conference in 2016 and participated in multiple WISE Atlantic events, as well as science circles. As if this was not enough, Carly somehow found the time to join the Mount's cross-country team, running competitively as a varsity athlete. This year, she was part of the Student Athlete Mental Health Initiative team, where she received mental health training and helped plan a mental health event for the Bell Lex Talk Day. This record makes Carly a worthy recipient of the President's Prize. Congratulations, Carly. The Valedictorian Prize provides all valedictorians with a lasting memento of their achievement and contribution to the graduating class. To be chosen valedictorian, the student must have maintained a strong academic record, must have been actively involved in a number of extracurricular activities, either on campus or in the community, and must have been nominated as a fitting spokesperson for the graduating class by their peers and/or their faculty. I am pleased to present the Valedictorian Award to Kathleen Chan. Kathleen is an exemplary student and leader within the Mount community and beyond. She has a grade point average of 4.24 out of a possible 4.3. She graduated today with a Bachelor of Science honors in Applied Human Nutrition. In addition to her outstanding academic achievements, her team placed first in a national competition to create a new food product based on the innovative use of edible seeds. She was the senior chair of the Applied Human Nutrition Students Caucus, is the president of the Canadian Association of Food Service Professionals, delivers workshops, and coordinates a speaker series at the Dartmouth North Community Food Centre. She has received the Diabetes Canada Regional Young Volunteer Award for 2018 as well. Congratulations, Kathleen.
Thank you so much. Good morning, Madam Chancellor, Madam President, Madam Board Chair, honorary degree recipient, distinguished guests, family, friends, and fellow graduates. I am humbled and honored to be here to celebrate with you today. Congratulations, class of 2018. I'd like to invite you to think back to the moment when you decided to come to the Mount. We come from diverse backgrounds, different countries, different interests. Some of us are supporting family members or raising children, or maybe you're moving away from home for the very first time. Yet we can all think back to that decisive moment when our lives would change forever. I was 3 years out of a Bachelor of Science degree in biology and recently married when I decided to pick up and move across the country to study nutrition and dietetics. I had my doubts. Was I making the right decision? Would I be much older than my classmates? Does it make sense to do another bachelor's degree? But as the car was packed full with all our belongings and 2 little dogs, and we could no longer see out the back window, there was no turning back. We arrived to Halifax and began looking for a place to live. At the end of the first day of classes, as I laid my head down on an air mattress bed, I really began to think, oh no, what have I done? But as the weeks passed, we began to settle, meet new people, and I began to feel increasingly reassured that we had made the right decision. I loved learning about food. From nutrition science to the complex social systems surrounding food, and I loved interacting with students. As it turns out, I was not the only mature student. Up to 53% of all Mount students are transfer or mature students. I loved becoming involved in my community, both on campus and off. And I began to notice that my education was providing me much more than information. It was provoking my curiosity and passion and building my confidence. While we've all had different experiences at the Mount, I hope we can relate to these fundamental feelings of growth. And now when I look back, I can honestly say that returning to school and choosing the Mount is one of the best decisions of my life. As we move into this next stage of our professional, academic, and personal lives, I would like to share some lessons that I've learned during my time at the Mount from our faculty and peers. Number 1, surround yourself with people that believe in you, even when you don't believe in yourself. We never accomplish anything alone, and sometimes we need people to see the best in us to bring out the best in us. Number 2, seek out new ideas, but don't hold on to them too tightly. What a gift to open our minds to new ways of thinking. However, when we become too attached to a way of thinking, even a new one, we risk perpetuating the potentially oppressive systems we were initially trying to escape. Number 3, don't assume anything. When we make assumptions about individuals or communities, we ignore their history. Give space for people to tell their stories and stay curious about the world around you. And finally, one of my favorites, number 4, don't sweat the small stuff. While potentially cliche, this idea has really stuck with me throughout this past year. As we move on from the Mount to begin our professional careers or continue our education, be kind to yourself. We will face challenges and successes, but always remember that you are worthwhile. Again, congratulations and best of luck on all your future endeavors.
Everyone for coming to this party. You're invited to go to a reception afterwards in the Margaret Norrie McCain Center atrium, and I'm to give you directions. I always just say follow me or find a student, but anyways, it's best to, if you're taking the elevator or the stairs, to go to the 2nd floor and go across at the link there and into the library and on to McCain Center. That's not exactly what it says here, but that's what you could do. So we hope to see you all there. All there. I declare this convocation closed.
Congratulations once again to all our students. Please stand to sing "O Canada."